why are you running for Ward 4 council seat?
Well, we just had my first daughter, and we moved into the new house on Sullivan, and it's just kind of one of those things. You look out the window and you see filthy streets, and not like there's not a street sweeper coming by. We're talking like you see a drug deal go down to the corner once a week at least, And I just started thinking about my daughter's future, and then I started reading the newspaper and started, just being more active in my community, and I started looking at it, and it's like, if somebody doesn't help make a stand, because one man can't change the world, sure can change a lot. So I figured as long as if I put forth an effort, you know what I mean? It's just kind of, I can build a brighter future for my daughter, and it in turn will help everybody else along the way. Your children will be helped out, things like that, just to, for a brighter tomorrow kind of thing. So, I mean, the city's not in as bad a shape as people think it is, but I mean, it's not. I don't feel that the city's on a good road. It needs to just, we need to like step back, reevaluate things. I tell this to people all the time. Everyone's, oh, well, we need to do this, we need to do that, and it's mostly cosmetic stuff. If your house leaks and it's coming from your roof because you've got a big hole in your roof, you don't fix the drywall and slap a coat of paint on it and say, we're done, we're good, everything's beautiful again. Because guess what? In less than a year, you're going to be back there slapping a coat of paint on it. Putting Band-Aids on the problem without addressing the actual problem is what's our biggest issue here. We've got a lot of frill in our budgets, things like that, just extra stuff that we don't need to be doing. We're trying so desperately to beautify Olean when, we're the core of what people like. When I think of Olean, I think of just the streets. You walk down just a random street, just pick a street, walk down. You're going to see a couple rundown houses. You're going to see, there's certain neighborhoods you'll see shady activity, things like that, and that's what my perception of Olean is. Not that they put a fresh coat of paint on the municipal building or something. That's sure that's the one people see that more often, but I think of the neighborhood houses, and that's those are some of the bigger those are what like kind of constrained to what Olean is to me. And by cleaning up the streets, by making those shady activities disappear, by possibly looking for grant money to actually incentivize homeowners to paint their houses, or even landlords. People always gripe about landlords, and there's way too much scrutiny on them. They're the same as a homeowner to me. I mean, sure, they're making money off the house, but I mean, you make your money at your job, and then you go and you put it back into your rental or your house. You know what I mean? It's the same principle. It's just, but there's no incentive for anybody to paint their houses or put siding on it, things like that. And I'm hoping that we can try to find some monies out there to put to kind of clean up the neighborhoods, make them look nice, and then also I'm looking to work with local law enforcement agencies and start setting up some neighborhood watches. Trying to get the community involved in cleaning up. You know what I mean? It's if you live we don't live in a hotel. If you live in a big apartment complex, it's your responsibility to take your trash out. Things like that. So getting people involved and saying, hey, you know what? I should, someone threw some trash in my yard. I should go pick that up. Things like that. Hey, there's a guy down the street who doesn't seem to be a savory character and doing some, bad things. I'm going to report it. Things like that would just kind of just clean it up. I feel like a mechanic that hasn't gotten under the hood of the car yet. So until I get in there and I start looking around and seeing problems, or promoting parts that are running well by lubricating them and things like that, I feel like I'm out of the loop. And if I get voted elected, and I appreciate everyone's support, I can get my hands dirty and start cleaning up our city and making things run nice and smooth.